Your Honor,
Yes.
I'll ask before. Because he committed the offense on May of 2025, but she couldn't give credit for anything. Are you giving him credit for anything,
Well, I mean,
time that he spent in Medina County?
not unless the warrant was issued
That's
here.
what I'm saying.
Yes.
That I'm not sure of. Okay, I'll verify it.
All right, thank you.
Thank
Do we have anyone else ready?
I'm ready to approach.
Oh, just one second. She will let me know. All right. All right. Alicia Rubio,
Person ready, Your Honor.
court is calling 2022 CR 3602, State versus Alicia Rubio. Could I have parties announce?
Attorney for the state of Texas.
Sharon Thorne for the defendant.
And are you Alicia Rubio?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Alicia Rubio who was placed on community supervision in 2022 CR 3602 for the offense of assault family household member with a previous conviction on June 30th, 2022 for a term of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
State?
Yes, Your Honor, violation of condition number 39. On or about the third day of January 2025 in Bear County, Texas, the defendant, Alicia Rubio, who then and there failed to attend felony drug court evaluation in violation of condition number 39.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
State will waive the remaining violations.
Any objections to the state's waivers?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition 39, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you to 4 years in the prison?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 39?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition 39 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is not. That is to deny the motion. Alter and amend the defendant's probation conditions to add DDRF followed by DDRF aftercare.
That is our understanding, Your Honor.
Why should I do that?
Your Honor, my client definitely needs help. She's had a lot of mental health issues and depression. Her father died. And she just basically didn't even get out of the house and did not follow any of your terms of probation, but she does want help. And she needs the help. And the state and probation wants to help her. So we are asking you to do that.
All right, so this is not the first motion to revoke she's had with me. Has she done anything on probation?
She's done some community service hours.
In all my communities.
Other than that, I don't see a lot.
All right, probation, what has she done?
Judge, I would have to look into the community service hours part of that. But the only thing that I have that she has completed was basically her TAP evaluation. She did her DNA testing and there's a $90 credit on the account.
I mean, she hasn't done anything and we've been here before. And the court recommended felony drug court for her because we had issues with drug use. And nobody can help anybody who doesn't want to be helped. She was here December 2024 for a violation of condition number 4, not reporting, disappearing. I denied the motion, alternate amended conditions to include a TAP evaluation out of custody, a mental health evaluation out of custody, and a referral to felony drug court out of custody. And then she disappeared and she's been missing since January. So it's obvious to the court, there's nothing that I can do here. So I'm going to grant the motion and revoke. Do y'all want to recommend amount of time?
Stay with you 4 years. Your Honor.
Defense.
Your, my client, she has 209 days credit, but my client is asking, for you to consider reducing that amount to 2 or 3 years, Your Honor. Not to make excuses, but the gentleman that you had before picked up new cases and he
All
gets
right,
3
so
years.
here's the thing. Let me explain something. And defense attorneys will tell you this all the time. And I used to have clients, they said, well, this person got that. Why can't I get this? Or this person got that. Why can't I get that? I treat everybody as an individual because guess what? If I didn't treat everybody as an individual, everybody comes before me. And usually, you know what they tell me? Somebody died in my family. I just got a job yesterday. And if I didn't treat people as an individual, you know what I'd be doing? All those stories that people tell me, sometimes they're true, sometimes they're not true, I would hold it against you.
Right.
So what somebody else receives may not be for you.
Right.
So I'm just looking you at an individual and you're looking at 4 years because that's your range. And what I can tell you is the person who just came before me, because your attorney brought it up, they didn't have a previous motion to revoke.
Right.
So this is your second motion to revoke. And you're coming before me and I tried to help you with the MIC evaluation, which is what everybody's saying you need. I already tried that. You didn't want it because you didn't do it. I tried helping you with your drug issue. That's why I had felony drug court. You didn't want it. You didn't show up.
Right.
I tried helping you by giving you a TAP evaluation. If you were not accepted in felony drug court, you didn't want it because you didn't show up. So the state is asking for 4 years. Yes, the state is asking for 4 years. Your attorney is asking for 2 to 3 years. What I can tell you is I'm not giving you the minimum because you didn't do anything. And this is your second motion to revoke. So you want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
My name is Alicia Rubio.
All right, what would you like to say or defense? Would you like to speak to her before she speaks to me or?
I believe she wants to state why you should give her, the 3 years, Your Honor. And I'm going to allow her to speak her mind.
With all due respect, Your Honor, I'm requesting your leniency, yes. But I did do my Zoom, my TAP evaluation through Zoom. I did that. I can't pinpoint the exact date, but more or less, it was before the first MTR. I did that through Zoom.
Mhm.
Y'all couldn't find it the first time I came through here, which is why you recommended the second one. Okay, I went through 4 probation officers, 4 different probation officers while I was out there. My last one was Mrs. Spence. I did my parenting class that y'all requested. I did my community service. I recorded my change of address.
Did you turn in your parenting classes to them?
Yes, I did.
Probation, can you look to see if you have documentation of parenting classes? Go, continue.
I had, my sponsor, I gave her my sponsor's information. I gave her,
Everyone, please whisper. You may continue. Sorry about that.
thank you. I gave her the information to the program that I was working in San Antonio at Zapata. I gave her all that information. I was doing my meetings at 2 o'clock and at 6 o'clock every day. She had no record of that when my paperwork got to her. And I hold myself accountable for every, missing and not and failing to report. That was my irresponsibility. I agree to that, yes. My depression was something I couldn't control. I wasn't on my medication. I didn't have the strength to leave my house. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that's anybody else's fault but my own. You know what I mean? I'm trying to learn to hold myself accountable, so I'm doing that. I do have a drug problem, but I have been clean. My drug of choice is heroin. I have been clean off of that since I picked up this charge. Because my priority is to get back to my mother, especially since I lost my father in March. I want to be with her. I want to grieve with her. I want to do all of that. That's why I'm requesting your leniency. You know,
All right, so here's the thing. I don't know if you've been clean or not because nobody's tested you. You're just telling me this.
The last drug test you requested from me, I was here in your court. It was the same thing. You didn't believe me, and I said I was, and you sent me to drug court to drug test, and my drug test came back clean. You know what I mean? I hold proudly that I'm from where I'm from, and I've been clean. That's something I work very hard to do every day. Because as an addict, that's difficult, especially when I'm grieving the father, you know, my father's loss, or losing my father. I apologize.
You've
That
been
was nothing
missing.
to do.
Here's the thing. You've been missing since January. So I don't know what you've been doing. That's the problem.
And I take that, that was my responsibility. Again, I'm just asking for your leniency. I want to get back to my mom.
All right, probation. Do you have proof of the parenting classes? All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is finding violation of 39 true. Court is going to grant the motion. The court is going to sentence you to 3 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine, time and money to run concurrent. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Ophelia, Ofelia Rubio. Give you credit for any time served, and the court will request the therapeutic community. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal with your attorney, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
You do have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you are on community supervision. Because this is a felony conviction and a finding of affirmative violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question of what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. We can go off the record. With regards to the therapeutic community, it doesn't increase the time that you're in custody, but that can help you with any drug issues or mental health issues you may have. Once you're released from custody, if you cannot find a sober living home or somewhere else, just let the court know. If I'm still here, I'll pick up the phone, call somebody to help you, all right? All right, good luck to you, okay?
I have a question, so I'm gonna able to see them.
She's a no
She's my
contact.
victim,
She's a no contact.
Oh, no, you have a no contact order with her.
even after I get out.
Yes. All right, are we ready on anyone else? Robert James Quinones. Quinones.
Was so close.
I tried. Sort of like how Notre Dame was so close. I shouldn't say that, should I?
I'm a big believer in taunting this year. Yeah. Last year, not so much.
Yeah.
Somebody said, this year's Texas is last year's Oklahoma.
Oh.
$6 million for Archie, a lot of money.
So has the state tendered an offer?
So Judge, what's happening is there is an unindicted case, that the state is going to try to get the file for. If we can do a week, I think we're working at a deal on the new case. This current case, the ag assault and the other ones, I think are going to end up getting dismissed through lack of contact with the complainant. But there's an unindicted felon possession we just found out about.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a 1 week reset. All right, September 23rd.
All right.
All right, we'll see you back then.
All right, thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Yes.
I don't need anything.
All right, do we have anyone else? All right, Roland Ramirez. Where's your client?
He's in custody, Mr. Ramirez.
Ramirez?
Hello, hi. So how are you doing?
Okay.
So is everything medically okay? All right. So where are we?
Judge, we've been negotiating with the state. We had a plea offer the last time we were here. In the interim, he picked up a new charge. We're awaiting some discovery on that, to try and figure out how we can possibly resolve all of it
All right, who are you conferring with?
with Megan,
Okay.
Mrs. Galloway.
So when do you anticipate on having the other discovery?
I would ask for Cruising side to reach out to the agency right now. We do have the initial report, however, the videos have been transferred over. It's been about 3 weeks since the conference. Yes.
And those videos, I believe, are either going to help or hurt our case, but it's crucial for us to review.
All right, thank you. All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a 3-week reset on Roland Ramirez. And it's for discovery. And do you have pending parole? I don't even know why they, Odyssey.
Does it say that? He doesn't have any.
Oh, yeah, they put on here parole.
Yeah, he had questioned me. He thought he was being held on a motion to revoke. But I was like, you're not on probation.
October 7th.
Okay.
All right, we'll have you back here on October 7th.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. I'm sorry, what? You said October 7th, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right, who else?
Jose Alanis Becerra on page 360.
Jose Alanis Becerra. Where's your client? All right. Morning. Hi. So today is plea deadline date.
It is, Judge. Spoke with the state. We actually have a new offer and they're approving them for pretrial diversion.
Okay.
So we'd like to apply for that, see if we can get in the program.
All right, so you'll need to apply for that today.
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Ferguson, I need a PTT date. All right, October 16th. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. Once he signs the reset form.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. All right, who's next?
Yes, ma'am. Mary Sanchez, page 6, one down.
I'm sorry, what page?
Page.
Oh, Mary.
Yes.
Okay.
One down.
Mary Elizabeth Sanchez. Good morning. All right, where are we on discovery?
Because this is
Good
our
morning.
first appearance in this case. The assignment was on Mary Sanchez, the indictment is Mary. Close. Cable duty. Apparently the discovery was in a different area and I didn't get discovery. The DA tells me they create, straighten that out. I should get discovery shortly. And she also has a PF case that I apparently in a different name.
All right. And
I don't have anything at this point of first discovery. I can't try to figure out where we are.
all right, Dave, were you able to tender an offer?
The original email one.
All right, you all need to tender an offer off docket. Ms. Ferguson,
Yes, ma'am.
can you set this for plea deadline date in 45 days, please? And if your counsel wants you back sooner, he'll let us know. What date?
It would be Thursday, the 30th, October 30th.
All right, we'll have you back on October 30th, and that will be your plea deadline date. All right, do you have any questions about anything? All right, thank you.
Maybe excused.
Yes.
Thank you, Judge.
Ramirez rolling?
Anyone else ready?
I have.
Desmond?
All right, let's talk about that. Judge Boyd ran a tight, even-keeled docket today and managed to mix in just enough dry humor to keep the edges smooth without losing the plot. On Xavier Crawford, she went methodically through the admonishments: jury trial rights, confrontation, the right to remain silent, the whole checklist, before confirming he understood the deferred adjudication exposure and immigration consequences, and that he was entering his plea voluntarily and with counsel's guidance. Inch about why some people choose NOLO, especially where restitution might be followed by a civil claim. Classic, composed benchside teaching. She accepted exhibits on paper, noting there'd be no live testimony, then paused over E was $7.99 and the other was $12. That led to a brief human moment about storage tiers and the judge's own "I don't do Apple" aside, a laugh without derailing the seriousness. Substantively, the deal was 5 years deferred with TAP, community service, the anti-theft and healthy relationships courses, plus no conk drilled down on restitution, $3, $7, and $46.99, a concrete plan, and a specific check-in. Crawford, who works at a restaurant, committed to bring $500 by October 21st via cashier's check or money order. The judge even let him check T. It was firm but constructive accountability. Then we shifted gears to Paul Anthony Ramirez, and the tone tightened. He admitted he didn't report for April through June and agreed to a 3-year sentence on a revocation, with 2 other matters taken into consideration. Judge Boyd pressed the obvious "are it only" 3 or 4 times and picked up new issues before following the agreement. It wasn't scolding, it was a reality check couched in due process. Counsel's mitigation about a hard upbringing and the request for treatment landed, and the court paired the term with a therapeutic community recommendation and boundaries designed to reduce risk until he's stable. Alicia Rubio's hearing carried the most tension. She pled true to missing a required evaluation occasion effort with earlier chances, including treatment evaluations, left undone. After hearing Rubio's statement about depression, meetings, and attempts to comply, Judge Boyd imposed 3 years with an affirma no contact provision and a therapeutic community request. Again, accountability paired with a path to help. Even between heavy topics, the court kept things human. There was a light football aside during another scheduling moment, which tells you the atmosphere was professional yet approachable. Offord was quiet and cooperative, focused on getting his plan in order. Ramirez was candid about wanting help, though the record of missed reporting dominated the day. Rubio's plea for leniency was earnest, but the history mattered. The court answered with structure, a bit of everything: firm law, small laughs, and a clear message that progress starts with showing up. If you found this hearing insightful, consider subscribing, hitting the bell, and let it everyone.